Here comes Kugel, the Kraft Peanutty surprise.
This is Kugel peanut spread from Kraft. It not only tastes like peanuts, it comes in flavors. And chocolate, vanilla, banana, and cinnamon. Kugel spread's creamy smooth, too. And it's delicious on bread or crackers or almost anything.
And it doesn't make my mouth stick together.
And it doesn't make my mouth stick together.
You'll love Kugel, the Kraft Peanutty surprise.
Hey everybody, welcome to Lunch Therapy. This is your therapeutic comedy variety show. Tuesdays are Barefoot Tuesdays, or as Todd Lee says, Bare Knee Tuesday. We're branching out. I love Kugel. I'm trying to bring it back. Kugel is the peanut butter with flavoring. I don't think I could eat it now, but I'd like to have it around. I think it should be around. I thought maybe Google was named after Kugel. Anybody have any ideas on that one? I did Google it though, not Kugel it, and I found out it's not true. Actually, Google is a misspelling of the word Google. Anyone in the chat room know what Google means? Yeah. I think it's a little quiz. I don't know, but maybe somebody will Google it. Yeah, apparently they didn't have Google.com, so they got Google.com, and actually it means, I'm stalling in case someone knows, Barely Tuesday. It feels like Barely Tuesday. I got a rag on my head, a sock on my head. Trying to keep the brains all in the skull. Trying to keep the head from exploding. An artist? Google? Yeah. I think that's maybe Gogol. I don't know, but Google is a 1 with 1,000 zeros after it. I don't know. Figure out what that amount is. A lot. It's a lot. All right, speaking of a 1 with 1,000 zeros in it, we've got a lot to get to today. Let's get into this thing called Lunch Therapy. I'm gonna get myself a modem. 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 Hey everybody! Whoa! Hey! I'm just taking a walk. It's kind of hot out, so I thought I'd take a walk in a virtual winter. So, but it's great to be here. I'm feeling really little crazy today. So it should be a good show. There's a hell of a lot of stuff to get to today. Got your Mega Millions tickets yet? I'd like to talk to you about that, Todd Lee. I feel like buying a lottery ticket is like throwing money in the street, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. I heard somewhere that you have more chance of finding a lottery, or you have almost as much chance of finding a lottery ticket and winning as you do buying a lottery ticket and winning. Up for discussion. Seems wrong, but it sounds cool. Hoy, Mary Marks. Great to see you here. Hoy. Let's get into this. I've got some, you know how this is a therapeutic show. Today's show is going to be super therapeutic. Bloss is here. Bloss has arrived. Thank God. Didn't know where he was. He was en route. Rebooting. He's got it. He's got the Mega Millions. Let's bring him on here to see his Mega Millions. Oh, you seem to be hiding in the cathedral. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh my God, there it is. Put it up there. Wait, can you put the numbers up there? Is that a problem?
Are the winning numbers.
But what if somebody steals your scan? What if somebody takes a picture of that and then takes it over before you do and gets the Mega Millions?
They'd have to have all the information because you have to have the original ticket, and my original ticket will have my signature on it in just a few minutes.
I like
So
the.
I can show it off and be like, I got the winning ticket. And then if I win, everybody's gonna be like, oh man, he won, man. And I'll be like, oh, I lost the ticket.
Yeah.
You know,
Here's an opinion. Todd Lee says, fun to pay $1 and dream about what you'd do if you won.
Not $1, it's $2.
$2 now. $2 Chuck.
$2 Chuck.
$2 Chuck. That's what they
Mega
call the wine at
is
Trader Joe's,
$2.
right? $2 Chuck.
Yep, $2 Chuck. But it's not even $2 anymore. It's not
And
$1.99 anymore.
And it's horrible.
It's like $2.49.
Charles Shaw, right?
$2.89.
Charles Shaw.
Yeah, you know the story behind that, right?
Oh, there's a story? Let's hear it.
Yeah. All right.
Let's hear
So
it.
Charles Shaw has a winery, and he was getting divorced from his wife, and she wanted half of the winery, I guess. Let's say she wanted his money, and so he goes, you know what? I'm just gonna sell my wine for $2, so you can have half. You can have $1.
Oh my God, you heard that right
That's
here.
$2 Chuck,
And that's $2 Chuck.
and he's got all the wine: Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, a Pinot Noir.
It's. I wonder if that's true.
Merlot,
Somebody's got to fact check. We need Wordle here. Okay, Todd says cash payout after taxes is $600 million. What would you do with your winnings, Bloss?
Is it 600 million? I thought it was 475 million.
Oh my God, you have all the stats, both you guys.
I think it depends on what state you live in and what kind of taxes they tax you.
So what would you do with that?
I don't know how the rules work, but you know, I don't want you to take my taxes out. I want my billion, and then I'll pay my taxes at the end of the year. How about that?
God. If you have
You know what I
it,
mean?
if you still
I'll
have
do
it.
my taxes on April 15th, 2024. Can I do that?
I hear that
that
winning the
allowed?
lottery isn't such a great thing.
It depends on who you are, I think. If you're one of those people who could win like $10 million and then lose it all in 2 years, probably not a good idea.
Could you keep it a
But if you're the
secret?
kind of guy that could win $600 million and then spread the wealth around and like help people out,
Yeah,
get fresh water to countries that need it,
right. There's a
help
lot
the
you can do.
homeless, right?
I think if you win the lottery,
Donate
you got
money
to
to
think
St.
about
Jude's.
everybody
I love
else.
St. Jude's.
You set up
I
like
love Danny Thomas.
don't you set up like a, I don't know, like a foundation? That's what I would do. Set up a
Yeah.
foundation.
That's what you'd have to do. You'd have to set up a foundation so you can get all your money to all the people you need to.
That's what I'm going to do when I
And,
find my lottery ticket and it's the winning number.
You have a better chance of finding a lottery ticket and winning. That's
I don't
the
think it was
great,
better,
man.
actually. I think it's
That's
you have like the
so
same,
great.
almost the same chance of finding one.
Almost, probably better chance.
Better
Is
chance.
finding someone's winning
Because
ticket
you're
and
already
winning.
lucky
Oh,
you found one. You already have luck on your side.
you already won.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you're already won. You're
love
already
it.
ahead.
Guys, just buy Quick Pick. Just buy one. If you never play or you don't like to gamble, you don't like to play, get one. Just get one, because the rule is you can't win if you don't play.
Unless you find one.
If you ain't got no skin in the game,
Greg
You don't
Wardless
get
says, if
no-
I won $600 million, I would try to spend it all in a week.
good luck,
I
Brewster's
hope you're
Millions.
spending it on some good things. Todd Lee, no can do, Bloss. IRS will be at the office when you pick up your winnings, like in a casino when you won a big pot.
You really can't just say, I'll do my taxes at the... See, that's unfair, because what the IRS does is it's going to tax you, right? And it's gonna
Wait a
take
minute.
you away
Wait.
that- first of all,
Did you say unfair? Is that a thing? I didn't know
Yes,
life
it's
was
unfair.
fair. Wait a minute. Do you think that life was fair? Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought this show was about truth.
How can they
gonna
just
have some
swoop
water.
on in? How could they swoop on in and just take half of your money?
Drink your water,
I mean,
people.
the IRS isn't even a
Drink your
government
water.
agency. You know that? It's a private entity. Did you know that? Did you know that? I
IRS?
bet you didn't know that, did you?
I don't
I
want
bet
to
you
say
didn't
that
know
word
that, did you?
anymore on this show because they'll come after us. Because they'll be like, look,
Well,
they're
here's
talking
the
about
thing,
us.
right? Well, they can come after us because we ain't got no money. come get us, man. Come get us.
No, don't be doing that. Don't be going out there
We've
and
spent
saying
more
that. I don't
money
wanna-
on this
I don't-
show
I want to
than
keep the
we've
money,
made.
the little bit of
Come
money
get
that I
us.
have. Todd Lee says, I will keep 100 million for my family and friends. Ooh, friends, I like that. And then create a foundation with the rest. And the foundation will be called Church of Chuckles.
The
Church of Chuckles Foundation.
featuring the Hummingbirds.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's see. Greg says, once I had a debate in my class about fairness. At the end, one of my kids said, yes, life isn't fair. doesn't that mean people should be? Oh, I like that one. I like that. That's right. You choose fairness, right? Choose fairness.
See how kids are so unaffected? You know what I mean? See how they're unspoiled?
I'm
They
going to
say
get a
what
shirt.
they feel. They say what they mean. And a majority of the time, kids, they tell the truth.
Wouldn't that be a
They
good
just say it
shirt?
like it
Choose
is.
fairness. I like it. Wear it around.
Life isn't fair. You should be.
Free the fairness. Wow. I like it. All right, let's get into some
I like it
healing
too.
vibrations here. Today's going to be really relaxing because life isn't.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Do they have unattractive people that do healing vibrations?
Well, there's just one guy that does healing vibrations, and clearly you have the hots for him.
No, I'm
his
just
name
saying.
is
Every
Travis.
guy and girl that comes on is they're
They had a woman on maybe once
Mostly
or twice or
attractive.
something like that, but usually it's Travis.
No, but she
Schumacher.
was attractive.
Travis is attractive too. I mean, I don't.
And you know what else?
It's okay
You know
if
what
you
else?
have the hots. for him.
Talent.
Yeah.
Talent is attractive. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna put
Talent
this back.
is
Yeah,
attractive.
talent. It's talent, right? I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this back on the screen because Greg completed this thing. He said, once I had a debate in my class about fairness. At the end, one of my kids said, "Life isn't fair. Doesn't that mean people should be?" And he said, "I'll admit, I cried," which I'm amazed. I didn't know Greg Oregon. I knew he was a good guy, but I didn't know he was so emotional.
Greg
I love it.
is
I
human.
love it.
Now I have to ask, how old was this kid?
How old was the kid?
How old was the kid, Greg?
Are you saying when do we become jaded? When
How
does the
old
average
was
kid
the
become
student?
jaded?
Was the student 9? Was he 8?
That's a good
Or
question.
was the student 26?
Well, that would be good. That would be good. I still believe in fairness. But yes, I think it's up to the people. It's up to the people.
You're probably one of the most fair and decent people I know, Joe.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you to say. Let's see
Even
what,
when I try to corrupt you, it just doesn't seem to work.
let's see what
I've
Mary
tried a
said.
few
Purchase
times and-
large tracts of valuable real estate and create a land trust for affordable housing with organic gardens and bicycle streets.
I love it. See, I love it. I said that to a friend of mine just this morning
I'll
that,
drink to that.
I would definitely build like a huge apartment complex and get all the homeless, let them live there, and then teach them how to, a trade of some sort, or maybe build a big store there too, and everybody could work there. And you gotta, you could live there and get off your feet, and then you gotta, get on your feet. I mean, and then
Pleasantville?
you gotta,
You're gonna
you
build
gotta, you gotta
Pleasantville?
participate. You gotta participate with the community. You can't just be living there doing drugs, sitting in your free room.
10
You know what I mean?
to
You gotta-
11-year-old.
Change
10 to 11-year-old.
change
That's how
your
old he was.
journey.
Or he, she.
That's great. 10, 11-year-olds saying something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have cried too. I
Look,
cried
Mary's
so bad
already
commercially.
chiming in about the Google. It's a one with a million zeros. A million. Oh. Google
That's a
is one with
Google?
1,000 zeros.
One with a million zeros is a Google.
One with 1,000 zeros is a Google,
1,000
I
zeros.
think.
I was
Holy
saying,
Barefoot Toys Day. Yes. I got the bare feet.
I gotta take the
Jose's
socks
got
off.
the bare
I still got
feet.
my socks on. Let
I'd
me
show
get
you
my
my bare
socks
feet,
on.
but
Hold on. All right, there we go.
I'm gonna spare you that.
There's some feet right there, dude.
4,000, right.
All right.
Greg Wordle
Gotta
said
get
that it's a she, and she was autistic. Yeah, sometimes autism brings out the best in people.
Brings out the best. It's probably sometimes the greatest
Some
in
of the
people.
greatest humans.
And that honesty and that purity. Shouldn't people be? It's such a great quote.
I love it.
that
I do love
t-shirt
it.
should
Because
have a
people are
picture of
always
the
saying
girl
that
on
life's
there.
not fair, and I was saying it too. Remember, I was going, wait a minute. Did you say life is fair? People should be. I just wanted to mention one thing.
How do you stay so fair,
Oh.
Joel, in
How do
such
I
a
stay
corrupt world?
so
How do
fair?
you keep it together? How do you try to be fair all the time? Like,
it's-
are you trying, or is it just a natural thing?
It's hard because sometimes it goes against your natural inclination, because your inclination is survival, right? And sometimes
Right.
you're like,
Right.
no, I got to do this other thing, even though it's maybe not in my best interest, but it's the fair thing to do. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
I'm the super fair guy, but I'm saying that that's the way I think people should think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do
Yeah,
the
I got
hard
this
things.
thing
right?
where, that's what I mean. It's like I got this thing where I fight every day not to be a criminal.
Oh no.
That's my problem. I grew up with
Yeah.
such a hard childhood. Now I don't mean hard like I had it hard, like we were broke or poverty and stuff like that. I'm just saying I grew up in a neighborhood where there was just deceit and crime going on, and it was very easy to participate in that because it's easy to do.
Mm.
So I got this thing where I fight every day not to be a criminal. I could be at the gas station getting gas, and this woman goes to the gas station, gets out of her car is still running. She leaves the door open and runs into the place, I don't know, to pay the gas or to buy gum or cigarettes or whatever she's getting. But she runs in there, and I'm getting gas, and I'm standing there and I'm going, look at this lady. She's like, it's so easy to just take her car right now.
Yeah, but you have to fight the
exposes
impulse
herself.
to jump in her car and take it?
People expose themselves, Joel. They behave in certain ways. Like I watch people and I look at them and I go, I could take this guy for all he's got right now. It's so easy. It's that this guy's such a victim. He's got no perception around it. His triple P's are weak. You know what I mean? He doesn't know what's going on in the world.
gotta fight that
you just see
impulse.
people every day make bad decisions.
We have
and then they wonder,
impulses to make
why
bad
does this
decisions.
happen to me? Why me? And you know why? Because you're careless. That's why. Because you're careless.
I got this really cool thing I want to show you next. You're not going to believe it. It is a website that is going to help you with all of this. But first, I think we better breathe.
Ooh, yeah, let's do some breathing.
Okay. Shake it out.
We're
gonna breathe.
I'm gonna need a breath.
All right. So here we
good.
go, friends. It's time for the
In
breathing,
the
the
nose.
most important part of the show. You know how they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
That's what
Breathing
they say.
is the most important part of the show.
That was actually written by Kellogg, so people would eat cornflakes for breakfast.
What's it?
It's not really. There's no science
it's a lie.
behind it.
It's a lie. But
was
actually,
a-
I'm not.
it was
I'm
a
telling you,
ad-
breathing is the most important part.
Marketing.
You can't take her car because you have to drive your car. Yeah, you're gonna leave your car.
No,
not gonna
I'd
take
lock
her
my
car.
car. I'd
Sounds
finish
like-
getting gas,
Sounds
lock my
like
car,
Bloss is a
take her
recovering
car,
predator.
right?
They're
And then
it's
call
coming
Joel and say,
in.
Joel, I left my car at the gas station. I need you to go pick it up.
Not everyone knows Bloss ISMS. ISMS.
Oh.
What's that mean?
Somebody snitching on me. ISMS.
Do you know?
Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Not
Isms.
everyone knows applause.
Mary says, you have to call your friend that has no car to come and take it. Oh, hey, get over here. Pick up my car. I'm going to take this one.
No, Mary said you got to call your friend who has no car to come get a car.
Oh, you're just being
To
like, hey,
steal the
pick it up.
lady's car.
How are they going to get there, though?
Hey, man,
How are they
I
gonna
got a
get
car
there?
for you, dude.
He's like,
Why
I got
don't
to
we
take
head
an
to the gas
Uber.
station?
I got to take an Uber. All right, let's breathe. This is getting criminal here. Criminal. In through the nose, out through the toes.
Oh, there's...
Hold it. Let it go. Oh, duh. I'm so dumb sometimes when I read these things. Everyone knows blossisms. Blossisms.
Blossisms.
Get it?
That's what it is.
Blossism.
It's a
All right.
blossism.
In through the nose, out through the toes.
Yeah, she pluraled it.
Hold it. Dance. Let it go.
Shake it. Ah, shake it out.
This next breath we're going to take in honor of Paul Reubens, the great comedian, great actor.
I am, but what are you?
Will always be with us. Always be with us. In through the nose,
Paul
out through the
Reubens.
toes. Hold it. Let it go.
What did they used to say on the Pee-wee's Playhouse? Like the word of the day or the something like that, root word of the day or something? You'd always have a word of the day.
I just remember.
And that word today
but every time they'd say it,
ism.
Yeah, I think ism.
Ism.
Todd thought it was ISIS with an M. After all that criminal talk, I don't know, maybe. CeeLo loves Pee-wee. Yeah, love Pee-wee and his big adventures.
Oh, Pee-wee was so funny, bro. He was so great.
I was lucky enough to see a live version of the show that they did later on.
Oh, you saw the live,
LA
like
Live.
the Broadway play, the
they did
theatrical
LA Live.
tour?
Yeah, it was so cool. Live Pee-wee Herman. He also went to Cal Arts, where I went. Yeah.
When he would do Pee-wee, no matter what age he was, he'd be like 60, and he would still just look like Pee-wee Herman.
Yeah. So good.
I mean,
you know how
makeup and everything.
I saw this interview with him, and he developed that character doing a play. He was doing a play, and he was playing like a kid, and that character just kind of got more and more pronounced as the play went along, and then he developed this entire, character.
And so he just would do the character at auditions or something, or like do the character.
Well, I
and
think
then people they would hire the character in movies, and
I think he was in the Groundlings. I think he was in the Groundlings, and I think they helped
was
you
he
like.
The Groundlings? Okay.
Make,
yeah, because he
characters.
did before he had Pee-wee's Playhouse. He did Pee-wee in like other, like he was featured in other movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Other projects as Pee-wee.
Yep. Pee-wee, Groundlings, amazing career.
Go, who said happens in 3? Go back.
That's
go back.
Todd.
Go back
That's
one.
Todd.
Wow, Todd. My family we think the same thing. We say the same thing.
I hope not. I try not to say like, let's see who else drops.
Things happen in 3s.
Oh my God.
Wow. So he said Sinead O'Connor, Pee-wee Herman, Paul Reubens, and the kid from Euphoria, the young kid, 25-year-old.
Somebody.
He passed away today.
Somebody. Let's call that 3 then. Somebody said that there was once an improv troupe at Cal Arts with Kramer, Michael Richards, Tim Burton, and Paul Reubens. That would be quite an improv.
That was their improv group?
That was their improv group, yeah.
Those are 3 characters right there alone, dude. That is creepy.
The kid from Euphoria was 25.
25 years old.
It's terrible, terrible.
His father recently passed, and that hurt him really bad. And then he had talked about dealing with some mental issues and stuff too. But they didn't announce how he passed. They didn't say cause of death.
Todd Lee says, remember watching
25.
Pee-wee's Playhouse Saturday mornings in college. Yeah. Bob Ross was right after.
Right.
Double dose. I love that.
Perfect back-to-back.
Yeah.
Bob Ross.
That's funny.
That was the guy who gave that's the guy who gave people a gift, huh? And didn't make a lot of money.
I saw recently there's a Bob Ross Chia Pet. You seen that one?
Yeah, he's got a fro.
It's funny because you started nodding before I even said Chia Pet, so you were like, "Yep, I know about it." Yep.
Oh, but I thought you were gonna say?
What?
Truthfully, that you saw that documentary on Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I recently saw that documentary.
All right, we're in the clear. That's 3. That's
television and all that stuff.
Tragic. Yeah, that's I see.
Yeah,
so I like the way you
tragic.
just were like, and you know what? You're such an improv artist. I start talking to you, you're like, "Yep, oh yeah." So true.
Yes.
Yes.
Man,
All right, here we go.
True. It's true.
Check this out.
Ooh.
Online
I like that
wellness.
symbol. What does that symbol mean?
That's one of the chakras. Pixel Thoughts. This is an actual website, just taking up the screen here. And it's a 60-second meditation tool to help clear your mind. Of course, it's telling you that, and you can read. So, but we have to put in what's bothering us. So it's asking us what's bothering us, and we have to tell it. And then
are you going to type it in?
Yeah, I'm going to type
it in. Is Boney going to type in what we say?
Well, yeah, Boney, of course, is going to type it in, not me. But
so what's bothering us as a community, as a hummingbird?
Put a stressful thought in the star. I'm going to put you on the screen, too. We're going to put a stressful thought.
Us? We need to tell Boney. We need to agree as a group.
Let's see what the chat room. What's bothering the chat room?
What's bothering hummingbirds?
He says, I'm going to put a happy little tree right here. Happy little tree.
He's already changing it up.
Put a stressful thought.
Remember when he went to the magic shop and he put that big ear against his head and they're like, huh? Huh? What?
What? We should all talk. We should all talk like Pee Wee Herman today. I can't do it. I sound like Kermit the Frog or something. It's a skill.
But I'm not like that. I don't like you like the way you like me.
Kamala says COVID is really bothering her, so we're gonna put it in the stressful thought thing.
COVID is bothersome.
It is very bothersome. All right, let's do it. We're gonna put COVID in there. COVID is still seems to be hanging
COVID
out with us in the world.
Star.
And let's do this thing. Criminal thinking, says Mary. Let's go COVID. Next time we'll do criminal thinking. This is called Pixel Thoughts. Pixelthoughts.com. You can go here anytime. Let's do it. Stressful thought in the star. Let's see what it does.
Your life is okay. The earth is minuscule.
Wow. That was heavy. Hope you feel less stressed and more connected. So anytime you can go to Pixel Thoughts. They even have an online group meditation. Wow, that was intense, wasn't it?
That was relieving.
But some people might be like, Greg's like, what? I'm microscopic? Now that's bothering me.
No,
I wondered
nothing.
if there was going to be a little bit of, like, I don't know about that.
That's so weird,
Microscopic?
Greg. When it said that, I thought to myself, I'm already small as it is. What the hell now, microscopic?
No, that's
Great. That's just
bothering
great.
me. This is an awesome hummingbird sent in by Todd Lee. This is the Wallingford hummingbird.
Who hung their hummingbird feeder near the electrical outlet?
It's good though. It's good because they can see because the lights are there. So at night when they want to get some food, the lights will be
Or
there.
at nighttime?
Hey, look,
And do
Teaching
you have
with
any
Chad
idea
is
what
here.
that white mounted thing is there with the two big gray cords coming out? You know what that is?
What is that? Oh,
That-
that's where the electricity goes into the house.
Yes, that's correct. Leads to your breaker box from the pole.
Hopefully.
So
it
not
will
only is the hummingbird hanging
be, you gotta
near
move that thing.
string
Okay.
lights
Gotta move that thing.
near an outlet, but now you have all that power that's coming into the house right there at the hummingbird where they
I wanted to
feed.
tell you something. Teaching with Chad, Chat GPT for Teachers. That's Jeff Lowman. That's his new YouTube channel. Jeff Lowman has taken it to a new level today. He's going to have a roving reporter that's just going to blow your mind, and I just wanted to get you ready for that. Kamala says she feels
like
more
the
stressed
love.
now that she's been reminded how minuscule she is. No, it's not good, said Lalita.
You can't tell me that we all felt the same thing when that thing read.
I know.
You
I was
are
surprised, actually. I was kind
microscopic.
of surprised. But, for some people, that makes them feel better. Most people, I don't think so. I think it needed to have a thing at the end where it said, your body is microscopic, but your soul is infinite. Right?
Yeah,
Something
like
that?
complimented in a little bit. Like we're a little dot on the
Seabird.
surface, but our souls, like you said,
I like
which
that
rich,
tick-
riches us.
That Thich Nhat Hanh quote?
Richens us.
You know that one? Thich Nhat Hanh?
No.
I mean, he has a lot of quotes, but he
No,
said,
but you've said one before, right?
yeah, we are not a drop in the ocean. We are an ocean, the entire ocean, in a single drop. You know that? You know that one? We're not a drop in the ocean.
Entire ocean.
We are the entire ocean
in a
a
single
drop. I like it.
You know, when people say things like that, it always reminds me now of Men in Black with that Orion's belt, where the cat was running around with that little globe like ball on its what's the thing called around the neck?
What are you talking about? I was absorbed in the chats, and I missed the beginning part of it. Could you say it again? About Orion's belt?
When people say when I hear things like you are not just a drip in the ocean, you are the ocean. When they say things like it's very small, but actually there's a whole world there.
Yeah.
When people make references like that, I always think of Orion's belt on Men in Black, where the cat was Orion, the cat's name was Orion, his belt around his neck had that universe. Like when they looked at it, you could see it was a whole universe in there, just like our universe. Wow. In that little ball around the cat's neck. So
only a cat would have that. Only a cat would have that. Lalitha says the hummingbird should be near the wire. Should not be near the wire. I agree with Ross. You know, I think the one time I had some other thing on here, and Todd was telling me that, you know, you shouldn't have this. He said that I had too many plugs plugged into the wall. So we're all very conscious of electricity around here.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of
Todd
stuff.
as well. You know, Todd builds skyscrapers, so I'm going to defer to him.
Then he knows what he's talking about. When he's
the
referring to
marble on the
electrical outlets.
cat's collar, the marble. Yeah, Jeff knows about Men in Black as well. Horton Hears
like
a
the
Who
hook
is a
that the
similar
hummingbird-
story. Oh, I like that.
Horton Hears a Who, exactly. That's a very similar, exactly the same concept. The hook that the hummingbird's feeder is on is an actual a coat hook.
Wow, we're really scrutinizing this setup here. Aren't
It's
we?
a coat. You can hang your coat, and she can hang her coat on the two hook coat hanger.
You know, Mary makes a good point. The wire is insulated. Right?
Oh, all of it's insulated. I just, it's uncomfortable.
A person is a person, no matter how small. I like that too. I think that's.
Thank you,
that
Greg.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I was gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this because it's so relevant. That we're gonna have to do it. There is one other website. That is this one. Visualization of our 100,000 nearby stars. Scroll and zoom to explore. So if you ever feel small, you can go here and feel like a giant because you're out there looking at the entire universe. This is a super cool.
What is going on out there? What is going on out
website,
there?
isn't it? What it does is you can take a tour. So here we go. Get comfortable with the vastness of the universe a little bit. There's our sun. It's the home star.
I feel so small now.
Do you feel small? Maybe we got to move away from feeling small. But there's the solar system. It would take 18 years for a jet airplane to fly to the sun.
It's not even going to make it to the
man-made
sun,
object,
bro.
Voyager 1 is almost 17 light hours away. Hours.
I mean, how close will you be to the sun before you just start melting?
Okay, we're not doing this. You guys can go to this website.
Anybody says go to the sun, I just think bad idea, horrible idea, horrible, just horrible.
Greg says, "I never feel small. I wear XXL T-shirts." Yes,
that's a pretty big shirt.
I know it does make you feel a lot bigger.
I'm familiar with those shirts. They're very large.
That does. All right, let's move on because obviously we can't handle the vastness of the universe here on Lunch Therapy. This
we're
is not
incapable
something we can handle.
Conceptualizing
Heard of the show Foundation on Apple TV. Oh, great story. Yeah, that I've watched some of that. I want to get back to that as well.
Foundation? I haven't watched it
Foundation,
yet. I
cool.
must tune in.
Jared Harris is in it. All right, this is a busker. This is the guy we had on last week that I just love his music, and I thought I'd share you this where I first found him, which is in the subway on a thing called Buskers.
What's in a subway in Coney Island? What is this?
Subway in New York City somewhere. The New York City experts might be able to tell me where.
I feel like the Warriors are gonna come running around the corner.
I'm gonna be as quiet as a mouse while he plays.
playing lead and melody at the same time.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal. These guys down there. So good. Todd Lee wears extra small underwear to feel big.
Me too.
We're animals.
Where is everyone?
Lost. When are we going at the subway? I mean, this must be
what
during
time
COVID.
Is it?
Must be during COVID.
No one's there.
Hey, can you and I have to go play one of these suckers? Roving reporter.
You gotta go play one of these?
Greg likes it.
In Irvine.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go to that location. The lady with the meditation on Andrew.
Jeff Lowman, Roving reporter, is coming up next. Super Jeff. Adventure Jeff.
There you go. There you go.
You should try it. Oh yeah. Oh no. Lost.
Wherever you
I
hit
mean,
that
look
thing.
at what Greg said.
Right?
I don't know why he has such an aversion to it.
Your
Here
nose
comes
on
Subway.
a chalkboard.
Here comes Subway.
Here comes a train.
Yeah.
Oh. Lowman.
Beautiful. Well, Lowman, we got to get to the thing before he
So
goes off
Lowman
to
heading to
Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yep.
Wow, they look like they're at a Bob 90X party. I love the Super Jeff Open, baby.
That's good, isn't it?
Best open on YouTube.
That was designed by, I gotta tell you who does that. Who did that? Later.
Hello, Hummingbirds. This is Super Jeff coming to you from Eugene, Oregon, where I am watching some amateur semi-pro baseball with my great-grandfather here, who was also a great baseball player here in Eugene. So let's go take a look, see what we can find. So it is the minor leagues. However, there are also minor league fans over here, and I think they're trying to up their game a little bit so they can go professional. They might not be drinking enough. They might like putter out after the third or fourth inning. But here we are, the fourth inning. They seem to be doing pretty well. They might be able to make the pros someday, but right now it's just Bush League amateur time for these guys. I went over to the merchandise store and I picked out some shirts there. And being Eugene, of course, the logo is a Superstone Sasquatch wielding a giant marijuana bud. All right, so we're in the sixth inning, bottom of the sixth, and we got Gordy Santos in here. There are all the fans trying to make it pro. They're working hard. They might need to try a little bit harder, but there's Gordy there, and let's see how he does on this at bat.
He's wearing a Eugene
Had a pretty good time
hoodie
so far this year.
Isn't that cool?
And here in Eugene, he's one of the superstars. So we're hopeful that in the future he's going to shoot to the top. And a lot of people are looking at me right now, like wondering, like, what's Super Jeff doing? Usually he's on his motocycle in Thailand.
This kid's gonna make it to the
right
show.
Here in Eugene, wearing the garb in really hot weather. But they're enjoying it, and we're all enjoying it, and we're hoping that Gordo here will get a hit. And baseball can be a very violent sport, and there was a big smash-up out there in center field. Two players were going for a home run ball at the same time, and there's a big collision. The guy on the right, he's unconscious. It looks like he's doing a face dance, but he's not. He's unconscious. And he was taken away in a stretcher, but I think he's okay now. But it was a real big downer for the entire crowd.
Man.
During moments like these, it helps to have Sluggo out there, cheer everybody up, get their mind off of the head injury that happened in center field. And he did an excellent job and is far above his station in terms of being a minor league mascot.
That guy's got to go pro.
I'm in Eugene. I'm with the Mascot, which is a green bear, and he's working hard. He's trying to make the big leagues. So, you know, he's working on his moves. We just saw the seventh inning stretch, and he was dancing like crazy. I think the major leagues need to pick him up because this guy is major league material. He shouldn't be in the minor leagues, not at all. You know, maybe some of these fans, they're working on their game, but this Mascot, he's the real thing, all right? So if you're out there, let's start a letter writing campaign or something, and we can get him out there, and we get him up to the Mariners or something like that. That'd be terrific. All right, well, thank you very much, and good luck on your career. Thank you.
I think Jeff's taking it to a whole new level. I love how he got the Mascot in there. That was crazy good, right? I love
that Mascot was, man, it must have been muggy up there. Ooh.
Oh man, I know what that's like. I used to. Woo, hallelujah! I used to be Bugs Bunny at Magic Mountain. I'm telling you, it is like I can't believe the guy's in that for the whole game. Oh my god! I mean, we would do like, you know, when it's this hot, we do like 10-minute sets. You know, who won? It's a good question. I don't know. I don't think anybody won because they knocked heads out there. That was great, Jeff. I mean, it was really good. I mean, I can't wait to see what else Lowman comes up with. Pretty professional. You know, I've been thinking about the show lately. You know, we had that Barry Katz on there last Friday. He was talking to us about the show. And, you know, I think, like we said, 1% better. I think Jeff maybe got 10, 20, 30% better in that one.
Oh, yeah. But Jeff's got good segments.
You know, one of the things for those of you out there that are doing segments, just Jay and Jeff, sometimes the hardest part can be just getting out there because everybody's looking at you like, what the hell are you doing kind of thing. But always remember, you know, that you're speaking to the audience. And what we're going to do probably is have cards that people can pass out with a little QR code that says, I'm doing this for lunch therapy. So when you interview people, you can give them a card and they can go watch themselves. Holy Geniel.
I think that's the best move. That's a great idea. And you know what? I was thinking about that before we started. I was thinking about Barry's interview and how well it went.
Yeah.
I want to thank him again one more time for coming on and really sharing a lot of good stuff with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really good to have that kind of
just the fact that he's willing to share and he's there backing up, you know, young artists or even
young.
not just
I like
young,
that.
but
Young
you know,
artists like
artists
ourselves.
that are breaking out. You know, not necessarily young, but you know, giving good information, good tips, good advice, and then also having what we won't call a program, but having
I want to make everybody feel a little bit better. In comparison to the universe, we are all very young. Very young.
Oh my gosh. How young is that? Like incredibly young.
Greg says, I once wore a Mascot costume at an Everett Aqua Sox game. It was Mascot Day, and they had local business join in. It was August. It was hot. I lost 10 pounds of water weight. It was a joy. It is really fun to be a costume character. I got to tell you, it is like the best thing.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. It's so good.
Is it that fun? Is it fun?
I've said it multiple times, but you know, when you put on a mask or you put on a costume, you can just do whatever the heck you want. And it's like a kind of a freedom. Plus, you know, as I have said, I met Sting in one of those costumes. I also met,
you met him as
Little
what?
Richard. Little Richard saw me as Bugs Bunny saw me and just came running up to me and hugged me. And I remember seeing how happy he was in our embrace. You know, it's really fun.
You know what? Another rest in peace to Little Richard.
Oh yeah, I know. We did a tribute to him on the show when he passed away. Now it's been maybe 2 years, right? That guy was incredible.
That long already?
That was he was so incredible, the amount of energy and talent that he had.
Original rock.
Broken news. Broken news.
If it's broke, fix it.
It's true. Little Richard doesn't. Oh my gosh, I lost my hair. All right.
You look like Lex
Luthor. Thank you. No Locks Luthor. That's what they're going to call me. No Locks Luthor. Unless I can get my scarf back. That's weird, man. Okay, broken news. Broken news. You ready, Blas? You ready?
That's what you're going to look like if you were bald.
I know. It's crazy. It makes me want to take the headscarf off now because, it's still there. Oh, good. Thank God. This is like my, I'm like Samson or something. I got to have my long hair. Otherwise, lose my special powers.
Girl.
Yeah, like a girl. Hey, this is the new world, man, where I could wear a dress and be totally fine.
I would love to wear a very light, 100% cotton summer dress.
Wouldn't it be nice?
You can do Birkenstocks.
You can do that now, and nobody's allowed to give you shit.
I don't know, society, man. I don't know,
Society's not going to give you
have
shit.
An opinion about it, but I'd love to just feel free, like how women.
Come
feel
on,
when they wear
dude.
those dresses.
That's over. Where you have to worry about that stuff.
Great.
So
just
over.
Wear a beautiful.
Do it, man. Do it.
Dress.
Next show, you're going to wear that. Okay.
I almost wore it to that second day at Pride, man.
Everybody's totally with you. Here they are. I'm going to put the comments on the screen because I want everybody to be included at all times.
I never wore a white shirt on. I was wondering what it was going to look like.
Let's do this.
It's just bland.
Okay, so the first news item is called Puppy Love. You got that whole Fabio thing going on. That's right. That's the quote from Joe Fury's reel. All right, Puppy Love. Puppy Love. This is an incredible story, a heartwarming story. Callie Clemens. She was the she married one of Roger Clemens' sons, but I don't think they're together anymore. But she is an incredible person in her own right. She
is incredible, isn't she?
You're not gonna believe this. Oh, that's the next one. You're not gonna believe this, but she.
This is her puppy story.
This is her puppy story. So on the Good News Network reports that all last weekend, Callie Clemens was crawling in and out of storm drains and manhole covers in the Houston area in the hot weather. If you can imagine, crawling around in the sewer in the hot weather to look for these 3 puppies that some jerk put down the drain. They put it into the sewers. I guess it's like a thing that people do to kind of get rid of, unwanted puppies. Who could do that?
Drop them in the sewer?
Who would do that? Who would do that? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Asshole would do that.
So she received a call from a concerned citizen on Wednesday night that 3 stray puppies, had fallen down a storm drain. Maybe just fallen. Okay, maybe there's not a person out there that would do this. But
when the dude let go of them.
She did say that people do abandon them, and it's called puppy dumping. And that's not the kind.
Dude, look at they're puppies, bro. They're like babies. They're so innocent. They can't even protect themselves. They can't fend for themselves. They can't.
The good news is she found 2 of the puppies have been found, and they're still trying to find another one. But she's still, rummaging around in the sewers, looking for that 3rd one.
God bless her.
Unbelievable. God bless her. Send out. There's somebody who's trying to stack the deck towards fairness. Yeah, so hopefully they find that other one. But, they got 2. That's pretty good. In the next...
Callie Clemens. She should keep that last name, man. It works well.
You're weird. I don't know even what that means, but okay. I'm going to go with it.
No, the Callie Clemens, like whatever her last name was, like Steinspin or something.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Todd Lee
come
says...
Steinspin. It's not even a real name. I made it up.
Todd Lee says, you know why Elon changed the Twitter logo to an X? He listened to the birds aren't real movement. Wow, you think so? Twitter isn't real. Twitter isn't real, by the way. Just for those of you who know.
No, it's not. You know what Twitter is?
Well, Letha says
Twitter
is wrong.
It's a thread.
It's a thread.
It's a thread.
Well, that's why they call the next thing Threads, which I think is just a goofy name. Only geeks would like. You know what? By the way,
Zuckerberg.
Do you know what a geek is?
It is a long-haired
guy
Roman,
with a shirt that has Spock on it. Is that what it is? I have a shirt that has Spock on it. So, but a geek is somebody that is in the circus and they bite the heads off chickens.
That's what a geek is.
So next time you call up I was telling this to my mom the other day. Next time you call up Geek Squad, just be nice and don't call them a geek because live chickens too. Live chickens. Yeah. So they decided to call them geeks. And my mom was like, I didn't know that. Only you would know that. Concorde 2. Here's the next one. This is kind of interesting. NASA is making...
That was an airplane, right?
Well, Concorde was that plane, remember, that would fly from New York to London in a couple hours, right?
Plane or something. Yeah.
It was like this incredible plane, but they just got rid of it. Yeah, they did it for years, and then they just got rid of it. It was super expensive, but you got to go really fast, You mean
get halfway around the world in hours instead of half a day?
NASA is building this thing called the Quest. I mean, it's kind of a weird name, but it's NASA the X-59, and this is what it looks like. You're not going to believe it. Look at that.
Another penis in the air.
So many penises that people are building. It's another way to kill rich people too, I guess.
You know what that looks like, bro?
What?
It looks like a paper airplane with a clothespin attached to the tip of it.
Well, I got a video for you. It's going to be cool. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. You're going to like it. This is the quest.
And they name it Quest? Hasn't that word been used too many times?
That's why they put 2 S's. I think that means subsonic or something like that.
Ooh, it could fly supersonic without the boom.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. They call themselves the Quiet Team because they're trying to make this plane fly anywhere in the world in 2 hours or less. But the boom is so loud.
That sounds so dangerous.
Like a supersonic hummingbird.
It just sounds so dangerous, dude.
It does.
In 2 hours?
2 hours.
Nobody shouldn't have to be anywhere that dangerously in 2 hours.
NASA's building it, so you're paying for it, buddy, with your taxes. IRS.
No, NASA's not a government entity.
It's not?
No.
Yes, it is.
Private. It's government funded.
Government funded. NASA, by the way, according to Google, is a United States government agency that is responsible for science and technology related to air and space. This is what Google says. Might be wrong, but that's what it says. Anyway, we got to move on because the show's almost over. But one more news: flying bus or airborne minivan. We've been talking a lot about flying cars. There's this thing that has just been built. They built the first one and they're testing it out. And they got clearance to do this thing. It is called the Joby EVTOL. EVTOL. I know. Who's naming these things, right? Who's naming it? Check it out. Though.
I see something that I didn't think was possible 3 years ago.
I see something that's a really beautiful system that's truly unique.
Something that's never been done before.
I see the beauty of what human innovation can create.
I see people who are not willing to take no for an answer.
I see thousands and thousands of hours of collective hard work.
An immense amount of pride.
At Joby, we see a decades-long dream realized. It's a vision of electric flight opening up the skies to make it easier to get wherever you want to go.
Check it out.
Introducing the world's first eVTOL built on a production line. And our next big step toward making fast and quiet flight part of everyday life.
I see people having more time with their families rather than sitting in traffic.
It's a droid.
I see the future in which you can see a plane and not hear it.
Oh, you can't hear that one either. They're big on the...
I see this as a paradigm shift. A huge leap forward.
All right, enough of that marketing. This is what it looks
I have
like.
a friend named Joby.
He's
a really good breakdancer.
Oh my God, Joby's gonna be flying around one of these suckers. Look at that. Y'all left. This is it. This is actually it flying. And they're showing you basically how it flies. I know, Howard's gonna get one. Whoa. I mean, if you won the lottery, this seems like it'd be like one of the first purchases, right? Get one of these suckers, fly your friends around until you crash the damn thing.
That looks dangerous.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna use it for commuting and things. I mean,
you know what's bothering me, bro?
I'm not.
All these flying objects, all these flying machines and cars and transportation through the air, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna regulate the airspace? I mean, I just see collisions and flying into flocks of birds and storms, you know. It just seems so
I see a future where road rage is taken out with lasers.
There'll be more accidents with that than there were when the car was invented. There's so many accidents when the car was invented, bro. I mean, dude, who's gonna control the airspace, bro? Who's gonna tell you that you have this flight pattern that you're allowed to fly in? You can't just fly anywhere you want, dude. There's so much stuff in the sky, and if everybody's got a vehicle of some sort like this, you can't just randomly just fly somewhere. That's why our airplanes it's designed like traffic, you know, like freeways. Everybody has a space that they're flying in. It's designated for that plane.
You're talking.
Don't you agree?
You're talking too much.
I agree. Don't you agree?
You're talking
I
too
agree.
much about nothing. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of serious.
What are we playing? Are we playing something?
We are playing something, people. I'm still trying to get the scoreboard together. There's two of you. Cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
I can answer for both.
Me too. Me too. So, Blas.
Wait a minute. Did you say me too or Bitu? Are you calling Kamala's cousin?
Kamala's
Did you say
cousin
Bitu?
Bitu. Yeah, Bitu. Shout out to
Sound
Bitu.
like you said Bitu.
Wish Bitu was here. He could maybe.
I know,
say
me
something
too. I
that
haven't
makes
seen him in a
sense.
while, man. How come he hasn't been on the show yet? Bitu,
I
get your
don't
ass
know. I don't
Get
know.
your ass over here, Bitu.
He's like busy or something. Jeez. All right, friends. Face mashup. We're just gonna do one, and then we're gonna get to the dance break. Just one face mashup. So the rules of the game are.
Come on, Nickball. You can't do
Well, we'll see how
one.
it goes.
You can't tease us with one.
So the first one's kind of easy. It's I take two celebrities. It have to be super well-known celebrities, and I mash their faces up, and you try and guess who they are by saying the first name of one, and the last name of the other one,
right.
vice versa, whatever. Jason Edelman is here, flying over your house while sunbathing, naked. Oh, that'll be horrible.
Wait a minute. Are
Flying
you flying
naked.
sunbathing naked, or you're flying over someone's house who the person is sunbathing?
I think they're talking about. I think they're talking about you sunbathing. I think this was in a helicopter movie, right? I mean, the one with Roy Scheider. Didn't this happen?
Oh,
where they like flew over and there was somebody
what movie was
sunbathing
that
naked.
again?
Tropic? No, not Tropic Thunder.
Right.
Thunder. Is it an old
Yeah.
movie? Blue Thunder? Is that what it was called?
Blue Thunder.
There's also that joke.
No, I do. I swim in the nude.
Have
at
you heard
home
the joke
because
about?
It's my pool, my home. And
Have you heard the joke about Superman? And
more comfortable.
no, we're not even gonna go there. Anyway, there's another joke.
More comfortable
Maybe
to swim in
Todd
the nude.
Lee can tell that joke. Okay, you ready? Face mashup. Ready? Turn away, because
What
they
am
gotta
I
look
getting
at
ready for?
face mashup.
Okay, I gotta turn away.
Yeah.
All right, turn away. I'll close my eyes.
Come back when you feel right about it. When you feel like you're ready, and you've given them.
Well,
enough
are
time.
you showing it already?
Yeah, I'm showing it.
All right, I'm gonna look. Brad Aniston.
You got it. You got it. All right.
I got it?
Yeah, you totally got that. That's good.
Look at that.
I'm gonna just give you that one. And one more. Brad Aniston, Todd got it too, but maybe you didn't give him enough time. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. We'll do one more.
I gave him as much time as I could possibly
You
give
did
him.
pretty well. So there's that. This is the mashup. Pretty cool, huh? All right, ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Covering my eyes.
Didn't account for the delay. Todd says, "See, already people are getting pissed." This is a good one.
Can I look or no?
So did Todd. Actually, we should probably give you both a point, but I'm not going to do it. I'm
gonna look.
Just going to do this one. Oh, it might be too early. I think 20 seconds, maybe. We'll find out, I'm sure. This one's
Frida
tough.
Penn.
Oh, Frida what?
Frida Penn.
Let's see. Boney, can you, I don't know, what it is. Is it? Boney, wake up. Nope.
Wow, that's a good one. Look at you split the eye.
Mahatma? Yeah, I split the eye. Isn't that crazy? That's a new one.
Yeah, you split the eye.
Thanks for
That
noticing.
really threw me off.
Mahatma Mary.
No, I got it. Saka Chugandhi.
Is that right? No.
Shit.
Let me tell you something. You were onto something with the first one. You were onto something.
I know I am. That's why I can't quite.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah. Saka Japan. Sean Jue. Look at the size of those ears dude. Look at those ears, dude. That's like Ian McKellen or someone.
Ben Moore.
It's not Gandhi. No, it's not Gandhi.
There's those lasers for
Gandhi.
the.
It's not Gandhi. It's
Not Gandhi.
It's
a really good one, I think. I'm proud of this one. Really
it's
proud. Really proud.
Who
of this.
wears a beret?
Yeah, is it a beret?
Sakaju Palma.
You know who wears a beret? Artists.
Yeah, I know.
Artists like to wear berets.
I know, but it's Sakaju Basquiat. Basquiat.
Do you remember the first one you said?
Sakaju Way. Sakaju.
Oh, Jason Edelman's getting somewhere. But is it right? It's getting there, though. It's getting there. Let me tell you, both of the people have been named, just not in the right with the right other counterpart. This is for the Hummingbirds to tie.
Who the hell is that? Who? Sakaju Warhol.
Let's see, is that it?
He never wore a hat. Weird ass white wig.
Either one of those people look like Andy Warhol. Look at the part in the hair at the top.
I am.
And then the ear
Looking
and the
at the
nose. Look at the nose. I split the nose too. It's a little tougher. I split a lot of things. I split the mouth even too. Oh, Todd, you're getting so close. Mary, you're getting so close. You guys are really getting somewhere. Come on, you can do it. You can beat Bloss in this thing. So close, so close. Somebody's going to say they said it already. I better look at all these things. Nope, 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 nope.
Where's a hat like that? That's some dumbass director.
I'm going to tell you one thing is one of these people was
Whenever
never...
you give us a clue,
yeah.
it's always like his daughter is Carrie Fisher. It's so obvious.
Okay. Well, I won't give you the clue then.
That's like...
I never know what's obvious and what's not. I was going to say a pretty good one, but then I thought, well, maybe it's obvious to some people. People that watched Repo Man when we had Del Zamora on the show.
Sakaja Jones.
So I'm going to say the person with the beret-like hat was never called an asshole.
Oh. He's a nice guy, huh? Was it Lebu?
There's a song about that person.
Was it?
And the song says...
Was it
they were never
LeBeau
called an asshole.
from Hogan's Heroes?
LeBeau. We lost LeBeau last year. Did you know that?
Oh, we did?
Yeah. He actually, Jeff did a memoriam of him.
Oh, that's right.
Remember,
I do remember.
he was
You're absolutely right. I remember now.
Was he in the concentration camps? Something like that.
I remember. Yes, it was like him or his family was in an actual concentration camp before shooting that. Right, that's correct, because he was French.
It was like an incredible story, but then he plays that French LeBeau. Okay,
that's correct.
I'm going to give you some big hints. They're both artists. You've said them already. In fact, Mary and Todd are very close.
I said Frida, and then...
But what didn't you say?
I didn't say the guy with the berets name.
And who might that be? Look at
all
Todd's.
the artists
Look at
from
Todd's.
that era
Look at
are just
Todd's.
leaving my brain right now.
Look at Todd's.
What about Belmonte?
There we go. Thank you, Mary. Yay!
What? Awesome? Come on!
I mean, I've like pretty much handed that to you.
Yeah,
totally
you did.
Handed it.
But somebody else said, the pod said Sacagawea.
Everybody was stuck on the Sacagawea. All right, so it's a tie with the Hummingbirds, and now we're going to have
It's
to dance it
interesting
out.
because Frida was my first guess.
Yes. That's
And
why I said you got to go back.
You threw me off by saying, when I said Sacagawea, then you go, you got first bar, and then I never went back to Frida. I stuck
Way to
with
go, Mary. Hummingbird. All right, we're going to
Congratulations, Mary. Congratulations.
We're going to have to dance. I got this incredible thing to dance to today. One of those that just makes you feel like,
Mary
wow.
won a T-shirt.
Mary
won a lunch therapy T-shirt.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. By the way, Lalitha got it too. Frida Picasso. Yeah. There we go. All right. So here we go. Dance break time.
Wait a
This is
minute.
going to be good.
Did I win?
You lost. Look. Oh, wait. Why did it say 5?
5-1.
I'm going to go. You have 0.
How
No,
could
you
I?
actually-
no,
no, you
I
got
had
one.
got.
I'm kidding,
I
I'm
got
kidding.
a couple, didn't I?
I'm kidding. All right. Here we go.
Oh, all right. 4-1.
Why it keeps changing? It keeps changing to 4. I don't know why. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a tie.
You're gonna take me home tonight.
What?
Down beside the red
Isn't this good?
firelight.
I love them already, bro.
Aren't they incredible?
You're gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the
love
rockin'
it.
world
Fat
go
bottom
round.
Yeah.
I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery home. Left alone with big fat Fanny, she was such a naughty nanny.
Remember
Hey,
Monday.
big woman, you made a bad boy
This is a
out of
big
me. I've been singing with my band, across the water, across the land. I've seen every blue-eyed
Takes
Lucy
that
on the
attitude, man. I love
way.
Attitude
But
and
their
talent.
beauty
What?
in this town when comes
song, of
smooth
course.
after a while. Take me to them dirty ladies every time. Come on. Oh, won't you take me home tonight? Oh, down beside your red firelight. Oh, and you give it all you got, fat bottom girls. You make the rockin' world go round. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Get on your bikes and ride. I got mortgages at home. I got stiffness in my bones. Ain't no beauty queens in this locality. Oh, but I still get my pleasure. Still got my greatest treasure. Hey, big one, you're gonna make a big man of me. Oh, you're gonna take me home tonight. Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you're gonna let it all hang out, fat bottom girls. You make the rockin' world go round. Yeah. You're gonna take me home tonight. You're gonna take me home tonight. Yeah,
Thanks everybody for being here.
Yeah.
Excellent work, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, Jeff. Super Jeff.